I'm gonna start this over. I can see myself. I should really turn it around. I'm not very good at talking on the fly. I'm smart, but I'm not very witty, so I can't think of comebacks very fast. And since you're not even talking to me, I'm making up comebacks for myself, except I have to do it twice as fast to make up for the time lost where the conversation would be there and you're not talking, so talking to yourself is kind of hard. I stopped making videos for a while because I kind of gave up on it. I'm probably not going to do this as a regular thing. I did cut all my hair off. It was a really, really terrifying thing to do, and as soon as I had it done, I just stared in the mirror and I felt really bad about the hairdresser because she was like, "Oh, well, what do you think?" And I didn't know if I liked it or if I hated it because my hair was really like poofy. She didn't style it the way I normally do, and it's grown out a bit. I'm terrified of getting a mullet. I actually got into a sulk because my boyfriend wanted to go out to eat somewhere where we know everyone, and I wouldn't do it. No. It's a really good decision. I used to have long curly hair, and my whole life people have been telling me that I can't. They're like, well, you want short hair, you can't go any shorter than here. Maybe we could do up to here. And it's a lie. You can do whatever you want. I mean, if it's really curly, you might want to look into it. But my hair, like, the rings are about that big, sometimes that big. And so it was just enough that it kind of straightened out. I've got one product in it right now. And then I just fluffed it up a bit. But that is it. It's the easiest thing, and I did it because I was so excited about the beach, and I'm still excited about the beach. It's the easiest haircut I've ever had. And it's so nice not to have all of this weight, because I've always had this big mane of hair around me, and it got to the point where if I was in the front seat of the car and someone was going like this behind me, I couldn't see. I mean, of course you can't see, it's behind you. Ignore that. But if they were even over here in my peripherals, I couldn't see anything because the hair was everywhere. No more having to deal with frizz. It's always healthy. You get a lot of bedhead though. You have to wet it. Crazy bedhead. Hat hair, so much worse. You can't just put it in a ponytail. So I really don't care that much about my hair, so I'm sorry. I have been watching vlogs. When I first started on YouTube, I used to watch Charlie Used to Cool Like, which is Charlie McDonald, and he's British. He was like 16 at the time, now they're in college, him and his friends. We've got Narimon, which is, I believe, Alex Day. Tyrannosaurus Lex, which is Lex Hoover, something? But I was watching them all right when they started, and you probably can't find those videos online anymore. And they've graduated since. I think one of them actually got rid of their... They stopped using their account and came back on. But it was nice to get to catch up, because usually I'm not by myself, and I don't like to watch videos with other people around because I feel like it's obnoxious. I would hate to have just the video playing on the side. I'm a little bit sleep deprived, and I have been thinking really slowly for the past 3 days. Yesterday I went to work, and I somehow put all of that aside, worked through the Friday night. It was the busiest we've ever had, and as soon as I got off shift, I went upstairs. I took off my jacket, and I just laid down on the table and lost all brain function. I don't know how to think. Sometimes, what was I talking about? Vloggers. So I discovered Charlie's girlfriend, and she's adorable, and her name is Brierly and Carrie, and I'm not sure if I like her as much, but I subscribed to her anyway because she seems cool. She's like when you read a book and you know that the person, like you'll never meet them or anything, especially because in a book they're not real, and you know that they're not really fleshed out, but you admire them for something, like they're ambitious or creative or something like that, and she's like that. She's very outspoken, and yet she still seems to have problems speaking out. So it's good to see how people who can overcome that handle it. You know what I mean? Like, I've tried to see how people overcome stage fright, and it's either they don't, or they have no idea what stage fright is. And that's not really helpful. That is terrifyingly unhelpful, like asking someone to teach you how to whistle. I couldn't whistle for about a year. No, I couldn't whistle for about 13 years, and I spent a year trying to learn how. And I was looking it up, and I was trying to figure out different ways, and I eventually learned how to, I couldn't do it with my mouth, I eventually learned how to do this. I know how. I think my nails are a bit long right now. It's not very good, but I can whistle with my mouth now. But, yeah, there was no point to that. I am sorry yet again. So there's not really, I haven't had any I had no objective for this video. I don't really think I've had any objectives for any of my videos, and that probably has to change because nobody likes to watch someone rant about anything that happens to them. My arms look really good to me here. I need to work on this. Push-ups are really hard. Someone told me to do push-ups instead of with your arms out, to do them with your elbows in like this. Don't do it. It puts so much pressure on your lower forearm here. You feel your bones creaking. It's really bad. And in other news, I just looked into geocaching, and there is one about a street that way from my house, so I'm going to see if I can find it. Probably tomorrow. No, I don't have time tomorrow. Monday. And I have to think about what I'm going to put in there, and if... I'm kind of worried, because people just leaving random tokens in random boxes in random places. Like, what if it's grimy, or, like, the button off of someone's coat, or something I don't even know what it is. Like, what if I just leave it there? That's kind of anticlimactic. Doesn't seem... But this is the exciting part, is the finding it, so who cares what it will be, I guess. And thank you for watching. Bye.